Okay. Let's transition to maintenance and what maintenance looks like while you were in a protective style. Hey, Mila. We're going to transition to what maintenance looks like while you're in a protective style. Okay. And this is, listen, right here and now is when you want to share this live for your girlies that you know work out. The girls who are in run clubs, right? For your girls who you know are on a mission this summer to get it right, get it tight, share this with them. Because when I talk about the maintenance in your protective styles, some of us are afraid to either go into a protective style or are ashamed of what happens because we allow that trapped moisture or mildew from our sweat. I'm sorry, we allow that trapped moisture or sweat to build on mildew, and we're going to talk about ways to avoid that. Okay? So you're going to share it now. Yes? Okay. First, though, let's talk about shampooing and conditioning in a protective style. I don't care if it's braids, twists. I don't care if you're using extension hair. I don't care if you're doing a sew and weave. Outside of a short-term protective style, any long-term protective style, you need to be shampooing and conditioning your protective style, okay? If you plan to keep your sew-in, if you plan to keep your sew-in or any protective style in for 6 or more weeks, you need to be shampooing and conditioning your hair at the halfway mark. Yes? So, Millie, if you have your knotless braids in, how many times have you already shampooed and conditioned your knotless braids? Leah, how do you shampoo and condition your braids when you're in a protective style? Isabella, Jocelyn, are we shampooing and conditioning our braids when we're in a protective style? Nini, Millie, not okay. All right, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, Millie, I didn't think that she was going to say not one time. All right, Millie, this is for you. Lex, you know what I mean? Let's help our girl. Let's help our girl. You have to shampoo and condition your braids, and here's why. Okay? When you are in a protective style, one of the best ways to make sure that you leave out of your protective style with a growth spurt is by making sure that your scalp is clean and clear. So this is the time, Millie. If you're going to keep these braids in for any longer, you need to set yourself up for shampooing and conditioning your braids now. Okay? Whether you have a wig or twist with extension hair or without extension hair, you need to be shampooing and conditioning your braids. Thank you, Dee. You can use either, Lex is asking if we should be using a moisture-focused shampoo and conditioner or a protein-focused shampoo and conditioner when we're in our protective style. And you can use one of either. Okay? What's most important is making sure that you are using moisturizing components to hold the moisture for you. We'll talk about that. But when we're using shampoos and conditioners, you can use either. The only thing I will tell you that it's typically not in your best interest to use a clarifying shampoo when you're in a protective style. Okay? Marley twists do get really frizzy. They do get frizzier, and especially if you're doing them yourself, it's more likely that they're going to unravel. Yes, we are going to lay it down with a do-rag, Leah. You laughing, but it ain't no joke, girl. That do-rag fitting to hold you down. We'll talk about it, okay? We'll talk about it. So you'll shampoo and condition your hair at the halfway mark when you have a protective style in, if you're going to be keeping your protective style in for more than 4 weeks. How do we do that? I'm finna tell you. Lex, that's okay. When you know better, you can do better. Okay, Lex? So from here forward, we're just going to make some small changes to create huge increase in difference in our experience with these protective styles. I got you on the frizz, Millie. Come on, what I told you, girl. Naisha, why they doubting me? You know what I mean? I know what kind of questions you finna ask. I got you. Just give me a second. Let me get to it. Okay? My preference is that you not use clarifying shampoos when you are shampooing and conditioning your protective styles, because it doesn't need to be stripped in that way. The Silverbird is the name, but the brand is Conair. So it's a Conair Silverbird blow dryer. Okay. Shit, where was I at? What was I saying? Oh, how to shampoo and condition your protective style. So if anyone has anybody ever used, bought, or Textured Presses shampoo shots? Has anyone ever used or purchased our shampoo shots? Thank you, Gloria, for clearing that up for her. This is what community is, Dreama. Okay, this is what community is. When there's an OG within our community and they can answer a question that I either miss or don't get to, this is what community is for.